not that far away from a playground right now where I got a couple of boys playing. Now, one thing about my boys is when they play, they tend to get a little frustrated with each other at times. And they like playing football, one tackles the other, and without a doubt, eventually, one of them always gets angry. So today we're going to talk about what we do when we get angry and the most important element of it all, forgiveness. Is it okay to be angry? That's always a good question. There are things that happen that will make anyone angry. The question is what we do with that anger. I can think of a time once when my brother, in his wisdom of the moment, decided to throw a beer bottle at my wife. Fortunately, it didn't do any damage, but needless to say, I was slightly, just ever so slightly perturbed at the incident. The question is, what did I do about it? Forgive. It sounds so simple. Sometimes it's a really tough thing to do. But here's why it's so important. There's going to be times, no matter what, when we get angry. And if we get angry, it's a feeling that no one likes. No one enjoys being angry. Which is why the first thing we need to do is show love. In all things that we do, show love. The person who has made you angry might not even know that they've made you angry. And they might not even ask for forgiveness because they don't realize they may have done something wrong, and possibly they didn't do something wrong. And it's something to remember. So even before they ask about it, the first thing you need to do whenever you're angry is to forgive the person who made you angry. It sounds so easy, but it is so important to do this. If you sit there and be angry at the person, even if they don't know that you're angry at them, it does no harm to the person that you're angry at. The person it harms is you. It doesn't eat the person up inside that you're angry at them. They might not even know they did something wrong once again. But to you, it just eats alive. So the first thing you need to do is forgive the person. Once when you've done that, if you manage to do that, everything else falls into place. My wife and I have managed to forgive my brother for doing that. Does my wife spend time around my brother? No, she doesn't. But she doesn't have that anger towards him either. She just chooses not to put herself in a situation to be harmed again. That's perfectly fine. But in all things, show love. Keep in mind, some of these people you're getting angry at might not be Christians. And if you just try to chew them up or just lay into them, odds are you could be hurting the chances you have to share the gospel with them. And sharing the gospel is all of what life is about to a Christian. We need to always be concentrating on building relationships. We need to always be concentrating on showing love in all things. And it is through this, when they see the love of Christ in us, that they come to Christ. And they can see forgiveness from the person who can grant all forgiveness. That person being Jesus Christ. I'm Brian, and together we are in His service.